Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into a possible blizzard across portions of the plains into maybe even the upper Midwest, maybe. But we're going to get started with the European model here. So where is the system at? Right now it's currently into portions of California, and Arizona. And it's eventually going to push eastward and kind of moves a little bit quick as well. As it moves out of the Rockies, it will start to deepen quite a bit. So your low pressure is showing up around Oklahoma there. You're starting to see a lot of snow try to develop there. And it pushes off to the northeast. Now there could be a chance of severe weather anywhere from portions of southern plains all the way into around the Tennessee Valley, which is possible. You can see here there's a lot of snow going on behind it. And here's your winds as well. See here, maybe possibly some, maybe even some blizzard type conditions there. I think they could be a little bit underdone with the winds, but you can see here, it could be windy along that cold front. See there around St. Louis there. Wow, 58 miles per hour. That's pretty windy. And then the low itself kind of cuts itself off. You can see here those wind gusts, 48 miles per hour. And let's move back to the precipitation. You can see here there is some blizzard type conditions going on the backside of that low. Now that low there's going to be cut off a little bit. At least this is what this wall here is. Yeah, it's cutting itself off. So when that happens, the low pressure itself starts to die off there, and it calms down quite a bit. You can see here it just stays stationary over Thunder Bay, Canada. There. And your snowfall amounts could be anywhere from about 15 inches to maybe even up to 2 feet in a few spots there. So portions of the plains there can get a lot of snow out of this here. It's also going to be a pretty sharp cutoff as well on both ends of this here. You can see here, you might be on the far west side of North Dakota getting nothing, but if you get to central, you get about 10 inches. And then as you get to eastern North Dakota, you could get maybe even up to 17 inches there. There's a lot of distance here, but you can still see here, it's a pretty sharp cutoff with snowfall amounts there. And it goes for everyone else as well, for the plains there. But the most have been pretty consistent with this here, so I don't see any disagreements on this here. This is the way GFS is showing. You can see here, not too much of a difference here. But I can see here there's a little difference with this here, at least when it reaches to Ontario, Canada, or around the Great Lakes region. It looks like it starts to move a little bit more eastward there. But let's see the precipitation of the GFS on tropical tidbits. See here, there goes your low developing, and it starts to deepen into, looks like 990 millibars at its best. You can see here, maybe even some severe weather out ahead of us. Frontier could be around the plains into around the Tennessee Valley there in the deep south. We're going to see about that. I think the severe weather chances are going to be a little bit on the low end side with that. Let's take a look into the CMC model here. Going to let it load, but as you can see here, pretty similar to it, but there's a lot more backside snow, at least for the lower Midwest there. And there could be a lot of rain for around the Tennessee Valley, the lower Ohio Valley as well. Could be seeing rainfall amount anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches in a few spots there, where when it kind of reaches to the Tennessee Valley, then those storms will start to go from southwest to northeast there. So they'll start to train. But I should show you guys those rainfall amounts. And as you can see here, from the Euro, it's not really that impressive with rainfall amounts. As you can see here, basically 1 to 3 inches. No, that's the GFS, never mind. Here's the European model solution. Kind of similar placement for you can see here. They start to train as they get to the Tennessee Valley. So basically, you might have a flash flooding threat anywhere from portions of Tennessee up into Kentucky, into Ohio there. Now, it could be a little bit higher than that. And I don't believe the NAM doesn't go that far out yet. No, it doesn't. Well, let's see what the CMC model does predict with snowfall amounts first. Oh boy. So, here you go with your snowfall amounts, pretty much. You can see here showing, this is a pretty accurate look. My forecast will more likely will show similar solution to this, but I think I can see those highest snowfall amounts be more into North Dakota and Minnesota there. Showing its highest amounts in around South Dakota and portions of Nebraska, with snowfall amounts up to 20 or 22 inches, which is a pretty accurate look to it. You see with all that backside snow though, from the CMC model, this is kind of a little bit of an accurate look. 1 to 2 inches pretty widespread, but I don't think you won't see any accumulations for these areas here because we've been in the 50s and 60s for the past couple of days, so the ground temperature is going to be warm, at least above freezing. So yeah, but I'll probably show you guys the SPC very quickly. So day 1, there's nothing really much going on. Day 2, nothing really much. Then day 3 here, you got a marginal risk portions of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, actually most of Arkansas, and even portions of Oklahoma there. Where I can see probably for some damaging winds, maybe even a little bit of a tornado threat. They also do mention about mid-level library, so there could be a little bit of a hail threat in there as well. And then your day 4 to 8 day outlook, there's no slight risk or anything. But this is how I'm going to see it here. So let's move back to day 1. So I would say your best blizzard potential will be for these areas in here, more than likely. Well, hold on a minute. Let me put that in a different color. So probably your best chance for blizzard conditions will be in the blue there. At least the snowfall amounts probably up to 2 feet in a few spots in those areas as well. At least a little bit more towards the center. There. Your best chance for flash flooding is going to be kind of for these areas right in here. And for these areas in here, we don't need any more rain. For December, we are above average currently. And for the year, we are above average as well. Best chance of severe weather, I could see it happening in these areas in here, in the red. And probably for the windiest of all things here, which we'll do it in teal. Probably for these areas right in here, and as well as probably for these areas in here as well. Not that large of a circle, but so in here, like Tennessee there, you kind of have a little bit of a double threat there. Flash flooding and maybe a chance of severe weather as well. Again, the severe weather chance is going to be low with this system here, but things can change very quickly. Blizzard conditions are probably going to be likely with winds gusting up to 50 miles an hour maybe for a few spots. Snowfall amounts could be 18 to 24 inches. And those rainfall amounts could be anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches for the people are in this green circle right in here. So overall, I think this could be a pretty big storm system here, at least for the plains, the northern plains, for the snow. Now, after this one here, which I can show you guys the next system very quickly, what can come next. So models are indicating, now I have some people in the comments, at least around here in Kentucky, been saying it's not going to be a snowy winter, it's going to be warm and mild. Don't lose your hopes yet. We still got 2 more months of winter left. And what December can indicate, at least for the east here, for being warm this December here, one of the warmest Decembers on record. Well, not on record, but it's been for the most part, been a warm portion of December, at least for the second half. It can turn cold and snowy at some point into January, and that's what the models are kind of indicating here. We've been in an active track here. You can see here, there was a weak system there a little bit for the southeast. You got a cold front that passes through there. That brings in a little bit of a polar vortex across for, at least for around the Great Lakes region. You can also tell there, your lake effect snow machine is turned on. As you can see here, and it seems like that polar vortex is pretty stubborn for a while here. Then you actually get something like that, but this more than likely not going to happen because, well, this is 342 hours out. But it is possible. And the European ensembles, however, which I can't show you guys, but I have seen that it is showing the system here as well, around January the 9th. And it kind of has a different track here. So as you've seen there, the red is going to be the GFS here. So the GFS is kind of taking it like this. However, from the Euro, which we'll put in purple, kind of has it going like this here. So GFS has got a winter storm kind of going on for some of these areas here, while the Euro is kind of getting a winter storm for these areas here. But anyways, it's too far out to tell, but this does indicate that we're going to see an active pattern across most of the United States for January. But we're going to see about that as we get closer to those incoming days. So yeah, guys, this is our guide for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. If y'all guys got questions about this, you could put in the comment section down below. And if you guys have questions, I'll see you guys.